Hello everyone, it's Imaginary Doodles, and in today's video I'm going to be drawing my first drawing for World Watercolor Month. And that title's like pretty long, so I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, but that's what I'm doing in this video. If I seem sort of, I don't know, unexcited or something, it's because I'm trying to talk a little quieter in my videos, because whenever I talk at my normal voice range, aka too loud for the mic, it honestly sounds like I'm screaming into the mic. I'm going to try to talk a little quieter, so if I seem a little monotone or a little unexcited, that's the reason why. I think in one of my videos I thought that World Watercolor Month was in June. I'm glad I found out about this, but I found out that it's actually in July. I really wanted to, I think as soon as I discovered World Watercolor Month, I definitely found out about it after last year's World Watercolor Month. I did draw this drawing a couple days before World Watercolor Month started, and that's just because I think during the first week of World Watercolor Month, I will be busy most of those days, so that's why I'm recording videos early and stuff, so that way I will have videos up. And of course, I decided to use a sketchbook that can't work with watercolor, even though I'm trying to participate in World Watercolor Month. So the sketchbook that I'm using honestly just gives me an excuse to use my watercolor paper. I honestly needed to use my watercolor paper because my watercolor paper is pretty much just collecting dust by now, so good thing that I'm actually using it. I decided to try to, for this drawing, and I think another drawing that I'm doing for World Watercolor Month, I decided to try to draw it at a different, I guess, size, I guess you could say. I think the size is about 6 by 3. Just for this one drawing, I think I did about, I might need to get my old sketchbook just so I can know. I did about 17 thumbnails just to do this one drawing. Usually whenever I draw like 5 thumbnails, out of those 5 thumbnails, I usually like one of them, but since the paper was cut in such a weird way to me, and it was just like in a way I wouldn't usually draw in, it took me so many thumbnails. Now that I'm looking back at all my thumbnails, I think there are some that I want to sort of revisit and try to draw those. World Watercolor Month, I probably won't like draw all of my drawings at this size. I'll probably draw them at various different sizes. The reason why I was drawing this drawing at that size is because for some reason I cut my paper in half, and I wanted to try to draw in a weird longer side. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would have been. So I will mention this in my sketchbook tour, so I'm not going to go too much into it right now. I also have this as one of my goals for this new sketchbook. I'm just trying to learn how to do anatomy and trying to draw realistically, so that way I can know how it looks in the real world, so that way I can break the rules and make it into my own style. Hopefully, and I'm just hoping for this, maybe if I figure out how to draw it realistically, maybe I will finally figure out a way to draw it in a stylized way that I like, because most times whenever I draw eyes in my style, I'm usually not satisfied with them. I'll probably also, after I'm done studying anatomy and get a little bit better at anatomy, I might also have to like look at some other people's styles and then just take like one piece from their style and try to add in my style and see if I like that. But anyway, I'm getting really sidetracked. I was trying to draw this girl from Pinterest, and I was trying to draw her face, and boy, she looks really creepy. In the photo, like the girl in the photo looks really pretty, but in my sketchbook, she really looks creepy. But even though she looks creepy, I do see the improvement. Stop talking about all these other things, because in this video, I'm going to try to actually talk about the drawings. And okay, I also want to say this. For now on, I'm going to try to do this. I probably won't always do this because, you know, I love to forget. I'm going to try to, whenever I draw a drawing for this video, I'm going to also try to like come up with a story for the characters that I'm drawing. So that way I'll have something to talk about. The story of this character is, and it might help me a little bit if I actually have the photo by me. Now my head's gone blank. Did I not think of a story for this character? Well, if I didn't, I guess I'm just going to come up with one right now. So I'm guessing she's a sort of a bull. Let me just put it like this. She's sort of like a Mithwa in a bull version. So instead of having cat ears and a cat tail, she has horns and bull ears, and then I think bulls have tails, so I guess she has a tail, but you can't see it. Pretty much this character, she's just, wow, I really did not think of a story for her. So she's just looking up at the stars, and I guess she's sort of lost, so she's trying to find her way home before it gets dark, but I guess she's not really getting too far because it's getting dark and she's still far from home. Well, that's my simple little story because I realized I didn't truly think about a story for her. I also try to do what Casey Golden does in some of her drawings or I should say most of her drawings, where she has a little border thing and the character is breaking out of the border, even though my character isn't really breaking too much out of the border. The drawing didn't turn out too bad. I am happy that I did draw a background painting, I should say. I guess I sort of needed to draw a background in this painting because the reason why I didn't go with my 16 other sketches that I drew is because, well, I guess I shouldn't say 16. I should probably say more of like 12 drawings. It's just because that some of the drawings that I drew, I felt like they were too simple, and I mean, not like drawing something simple is bad or anything. I felt like since the drawings were too simple, I thought that the video was going to be short and I thought I would finish the painting really quickly. If the painting was quick, I guess I could have had it more in real time. I mean, now looking at this drawing, I guess it's not like the character looks too complex and it's not like the background is complex, but I felt like that this drawing wasn't too simple, so I decided to go with it. And I think the angel drawing that I'm doing for day 2, is it really simple? I don't know. I think that's kind of weird that this took like as long as it usually takes me to paint things. This drawing is a lot smaller than what I usually draw at and whenever I use watercolor papers, so it's kind of weird how this took about the same time as my other drawings that are bigger. So who knows, maybe those drawings are more simple than these. At the path that I'm taking right now, all these drawings for World Watercolor Month are going to end up having a background in them. At least they're going to have at least a simple background. Who knows, maybe I might draw backgrounds even more because I'm actually trying to force myself to get better at drawing. And while I was trying to draw that girl from Pinterest that I was talking about earlier, when I first drew her, I didn't really like how the outcome came out, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up. I really felt like I wanted to give up, but I'm so glad that I decided, well, let me just try to draw this character again and redeem myself, which drawing her the second time, she definitely looks a lot better than the first time, but I think I'm going to also draw her a third time and see if I can do even better. I guess I'm speaking way too early because I've only done like a few pages of my newer sketchbook, but hopefully once you guys see the sketchbook tour of that, which I'm planning on finishing this one in a month. Even though this one has like 80 pages, so it has like 20 more pages than my other one, I'm still going to try to finish this within a month. I might not finish my newer sketchbook in exactly a month, but I will try to finish it in time for the sketchbook tour to be up. I'll try to aim to finish the sketchbook within a month, because if I don't aim for that, then I'll end up getting even more lazy and I'll probably miss that deadline. I think I've rambled long enough for this to be at least a 10-minute long video, because I am a little disappointed that I wasn't able to make my other 2 videos 10 minutes long, because my goal is to try to make every video 10 minutes or longer, but I wasn't able to do that for my I shouldn't say my last video, I should say my 2 videos that are coming up soon. I wasn't able to make those videos 10 minutes because I guess I couldn't think of a lot of things to say. And you would think 30 minutes of recording would at least be able to equal up a good 10 minutes of audio that I would have to put in the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like how the drawing turned out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.